Hello and welcome everyone, LIONHEART here with Legend of Total War.
Hey, how's it going?
And we are back with the Greenskins vs Empire multiplayer campaign, Total War Warhammer. Yeah, back at it with my forces.
It's been a while since we've done a battle, done a thing.
Christmas and New Year's break, pretty much. And
it's a good thing we saved a few episodes, but like we're doing. Like we had a few episodes backed up because we've pretty much used all of them up now. Like a lot of people think that we've recorded way ahead of what we are. No, you guys are like one episode behind. That's about it.
Yeah,
it's not that far back.
Oh yeah, I've seen your armies over there. That's out. Him. Okay, what we got? Okay, yeah, that would not be fun though. This guy's over here. Ah. Failure, okay. I'm going to have to deal with that.
What does the Emperor bid?
And these guys are over there. Okay. They're back there, waiting. Really swap those out. So, yeah, let's send that there.
How far away is Estalia to getting back to you? They're a little while, but the thing is, it looks like they're force marching back as fast as they can, but they're in really bad shape. Yeah, they just left all of their lands undefended to go and deal with. Where's this? Karak. Oh, Estalia, radio.
Yeah. That one's.
Well, it's always Empire soldiers. I was just like, wait, are those mine? It's not mine.
Yeah, not this time. Same again for this one, I think, pretty much.
It's good.
There. What have we got over here? Okay, build that up. Okay, that's fine there. That's going to move that way. That's yeah, could be trouble there.
Did I get rid of the Vargami? No, I didn't. Okay. Because I wanted to get through that to get that bit for them. Yeah, that's what I want to get. Okay. So, how much stuff they've got? They've got all around to there. Okay, rampage do that bit. That's fine, but he's got all of his bits, hasn't he? Hatred. Yep. Oh, there's that one to go for. Finishing that will allow me to get that one, which will be pretty useful. So yeah, let's buff that. That's for. Okay. Did I do that one? Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. So that helps that. That's fine then. Okay. This guy's coming up here. Am I building this place? Okay, yeah, so that needs to... okay, that's not far away. Okay. 2 more 10s on that one. And then I can go for this bit, or maybe I should get that. That's
I wish I could see what you're doing.
yeah.
Is this what it's like during my when I'm doing my turns? It's like usually your turns don't last this long. What's going on?
Yeah, I've got a few more bits I can do. Kind of just like planning out a few more bits and pieces. Not that much. Okay, you know, I'm gonna go for that. That can be built there as well. I want to get those.
What? What?
Okay, and I need that somewhere, but it's where do I put that one? Okay, not there clearly. Putting it up there is a bit dangerous, so it's probably whacking it down here.
Ah, very nice.
How much stuff? Oh, they've got enough to expand. That's cool. Okay, so in a few turns, I can pop it down there. Just grab it then. Okay, that works. Probably need to do something down here because we've already got that there. Put a bit in here. We can upgrade that as well. Just need the money. Okay, that's fine. That'll do. Okay, I think that's pretty much my turn.
Cool.
I was just thinking you got 49 settlements. Christ. Just a few then.
49. How many have you got?
I have got 31.
I think some of your settlements are better than mine, though. It depends how well you've built them
I
up.
think-
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are pretty high tier now. Because I had that like a lot of time just with the top knot, so I just had to like improve my own land for a while.
The thing is, when you expand a lot, it also means you've got to distribute your money along ways. The only settlement place that is like fully built up, I think, is Reichland. And even then, I've got a free building slot there, but I'm not going to... What's this? Rebellion at Giant Home... Oh yeah, no, it's okay. Okay, I gotta be careful. Chaos, corruption, or safeguard. That money is pretty good. 3,000. I mean, I'm a little bit low on cash at the moment. No, I'm gonna safeguard against it. No, because I could just sack a settlement and like make the money back that way.
So? Ulrich's will. Onwards.
God damn, the AI runs away a really long distance. Can be
Let us
really
move.
fucking annoying. Oh well. Both of these guys are on griffins. I should really have them down south. I had some people messaging me, comments or whatever, saying, hey, you should fight more battles manually, the auto resolve is fixed. Really? Look at that. 128 losses in total. If I had fought that battle manually, I would have taken a lot more than that. Yeah, we're going to pardon those captives, but we're still going to kill them. Holding on to Joyshenk is pointless. Alright, so Varg, how strong are they? Scaling's ranked 11. Varg ranked 8. No, 9. God damn, I'm looking at the wrong things. So they're weak as shit. But I don't know if I really can justify sending a major force up there to like go and defeat them. I don't think it's that important.
I think you should send all your armies up there, to be fair.
Yeah.
Don't
I
underestimate,
thought
man,
I thought you'd say that.
Don't want to be cocky again, you know.
I will.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I got a Chaos Rebellion. Yay.
We march.
That's fun.
Very well.
All Dread. You look like a lovely chap.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm also considering possibly confederating with Hochland. Like, if I could just see, the amount of money they're making from their settlement's not very much. I'm going to demolish a few things if I did that. They don't have a huge military, so I don't expect them to be that useful. Now, I need to make sure that all my settlements aren't going to go into huge revolt mode as soon as a Confederation happens. So that one's, we're going to lose that. That's nothing. That's not important. Ostland, do I want to hold on to this? Yeah, but a revolt wouldn't be too hard to deal with. Northern Oblast is okay for the time being. Lyonheart is not good. We're going to have to do something to improve that. Because of fucking chaos corruption, isn't it? Yeah, 43%. Oh, and 19% goddamn vampire corruption, but that's going down.
Yeah.
The problem is, I can't quite build... Actually, if I got rid of the Weaving House, I could build a temple to Sigma, but I don't want to... I've only got so much money now coming in. Ostermark, do we care about that? No, I don't care if we lose it. Silver Road, doesn't matter if there's a revolt here. Actually, if you could just... Let me just see here. If I could get you over here. Yeah, we can get away with this.
Fight for our nation.
Oh, hi, yeah.
You want to manually or auto?
I'm very happy to auto-resolve it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I gotta check. Common courtesy.
We march. The nation calls to strengthen the empire. Pick up the pace.
No. Okay, so you continue doing this. That's something that needs to be done.
Report.
Failure. That's no good.
I will marshal the men.
One more level up, and then you get a griffin. That'll make you so much more useful to me.
How should we proceed?
Oh, you've got a Chaos Rebellion in Akendorf.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes, my lord.
This guy here doesn't have a full army. It's alright.
On march. On march. Ever onward. To battle.
Ah, going to Blackfire Pass, eh?
Just keeping my options open, really. Now you can see me. Gone are the days where I can be sneaky with this stuff. It just doesn't let me, really.
What does the emperor bid? Your orders.
Again.
What's that?
Oh, you're back.
Bring me to battle.
Oh, you like Skype cut out for a while.
Oh, did it? Yeah, this time it's your connection apparently that's fucking up, not mine.
Oh, again. Where
What?
you go with Skype? Right.
Alright, so 5 minutes left, and I haven't really done anything substantial apart from kill that Varg army, that was fun, I guess.
By the comet.
Just trying to think what to do. Gotta watch out for your armies. They could very easily come up that other pass up here through Tilia, so I am definitely keeping an eye on you. But what should I do with my money? I mean, I think hiring troops at this stage is probably not... Oh, that's right. Hang on, you gotta come over here. You gotta deal with this wanker here. Hopefully you can. Alright, so what are you gonna level up? Yeah, Honest Steel needs that.
By the comet. Raise your weapons.
Oof, that is a close call there. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to recover and he won't. So if he makes the attack on me, I'll be able to auto-resolve it, but vice versa he won't. And I'll heal.
My Sigma's right.
Yeah, should I hire more? No. Just leave it, and maybe these guys will help me out. Actually, if I tell them to do it. God damn it! Oh right. War target. Let's have a look at all my allies with their war targets. I think I need to change the battery of my mouse again. I don't know why it does. It's always worse with Total War Warhammer than anything else.
Yeah.
Relations improving with Estalia.
Not greet me as a friend.
How much money I make from trade from some people? Some of it's not too bad. From Hockland I make... Yeah, probably not worth actually getting rid of them. Because if I can get a trade agreement with that one, that's not too bad. The hell did Chaos do? They didn't... Oh wait, I'm still waiting for them to make their move. 2 minutes left. I feel like what I need to do is build up my economy a little bit more. So more stuff that's going to actually Lyonese. I can't come back here to deal with this shit again. So I've got to build up public order. And that uses up just about all of my money for the turn. But it's not a poor region, so you know, I better make. Oh, hang on. You're coming over here. You'll fix things.
Let us move.
So I don't actually need to do that. So building that up, we'll go from extra 200 from that, as opposed to an extra 125 from this. That costs 4,000. That costs 1,500. So that's probably more cost effective for the time being, but it also gives more growth. Not too concerned about that.
Is it time? At once, sir.
So that would increase my income by a very small margin. What am I researching? Purge Dark Cults. Yeah, that's going to be helpful. If I recall, you don't actually get any sort of technologies like that. So that's good for me. Drakenhof's good. Templehof's good. Essen's going to be destroyed. Don't worry about that. Okay, I'm going to send one of them back here just to help deal with this chaos crap. And what about you? What should you do at Fort Ostrosk? Yeah, I want to try and keep this province if we can.
I will marshal the
And you might as well
This will
go sit in Joyshink,
Sigma compels us.
and they'll stop it from revolting. Now, if I was to confederate with Nordland, I don't really have time to make any more decisions, but I'm just out of curiosity, I'm just having a look. Okay, I need them to take their settlement back. So, Nordland, I'm giving you a war coordination target. Take, no, not the Lord, yeah, whatever, just take your settlement back, you morons. Alright, there we go, that's all I can do this turn. 22 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Yeah. Forgot about him. Just waiting for Kolek to besiege my settlement, and then he's basically walking right into a trap. Okay, this we could. Yeah, I should be able to auto-resolve this.
It says it's massively in your favour.
It doesn't say it's massively in my favour on my
It's
end.
not. Oh, it's all red on mine.
Yeah, I didn't lose much. It was just curious. Thank you. What's the face? Karak Norn. My original enemies. Helped me make a little bit of cash out of that too. Yeah, you do not have long before Astalia shows up.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be telling you
just
this.
seen that first army by the moot.
There's
Second one.
4 armies, but only one of them is actually substantial.
Okay.
And I'm going to do everything I can to help them.
I can imagine.
I'm trying to get an alliance with them now, but the thing is, like, a few turns back, and this is where hindsight is such a bitch. I cancelled my trade agreements and everything with them because I was going to attack them, but then I changed my mind. In hindsight, I should have kept them. For one thing, I would have had more money, and yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's go that there. Cool, got that.
What'd you get?
What else do we need? I managed to assassinate one of Starly's agents.
Ah, right.
What's that one there? Alright.
What happened to that Chaos Army that was sitting outside of Vakendorf? Is that still there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's just Fog of War must have just shown up there.
Yeah, that one's still there. Who do we want to get down here? Get those guys. Okay, that many of those. Then,
Nordland. Alright. Erengrad. Wouldn't mind Erengrad.
can I get one of them? 2 of them in? Yeah, put 2 of them in. That'll work.
Yes.
Not that far. We should keep
Oh, that's why
that.
my money went down. 2 Demigryph Knights. Alright, I might as well just send him off to the front line. Even though it's not a full army, it's still better than nothing. Sending them in Rhineland for garrison is a stupid idea.
Get here. Do that's all of those. Raiding, war paint. So we want to head towards, so let's go for that then.
So you've got 5 armies, don't you, and 1 war.
Yeah.
Right. But your armies are a lot better than mine. You tend to go for more quality troops than what I do. I tend to go for trash. Which works well in the single player campaign, but at this point here, I really need to I wouldn't say going like full elite is a good idea. Because my full elite will lose to your full elite, but they cost about the same. So it's not worth it. I need to go mid-tier, I think. Mid-tier infantry, so that's halberds.
That's all I can do.
That's what I think, but I'm not going to start disbanding my swordsmen. A lot of them have a lot of experience, so that's useful.
Yeah.
And that being said, swordsmen are really not that bad. Like, for cost effectiveness, against greenskins, I think they're pretty decent. Especially with a good general, because, like, I'm just looking at some of my swordsmen here. They got 49 melee attack, 49 melee defense. And if I look at your big uns, they've... actually, if I can click... Let me just see if I can click onto that. This one's got even more. But let me just see if that makes it... No, it doesn't do it. Yeah, one of yours was 2 experience, 48 melee attack, 30 melee defense. But, of course, much higher weapon strength.
Yeah.
And hit points. But how much do big uns cost in upkeep?
Biggins, 175.
Yeah, as opposed to my swordsman, which are 121. But then again, I have a 26% upkeep penalty because of all the armies that I've got. My additional upkeep is more than 10,000.
Wow.
Well, I've got the economy to support it, but only just. I really need to boost my economy. It needs some more stuff. Red Eye has finally been destroyed. Very nice. I think that the what's its face were responsible for that? Chaos. Yeah, but he's on his way to Talabheim. Okay, can I recruit 1 turn swordsman yet? No, not yet. Ah, yeah, you come down here. Oh, Kolek, you're fucked. If you keep going ahead with this, you are fucked. That's very nice. Alright. Tower of Crack.
What?
If I was to take that, I could reach it.
By Sigmar, no.
But Joyshank, I don't really care about Joyshank. Maybe you just loot it. And it's a piece of crap settlement. It doesn't tell me how much I'll get for looting it though. For sacking it. You shouldn't be on that. Yeah, 2 of my crappy armies here. That guy could use some more experience. Send him to Fort Stroganoff over here. And see how we go. Alright, so I don't know. Having a look back at Lyonese. Public order is pretty good thanks to that thanks to my agent. They're providing public order. He's providing how much? 8. That's good. Ah, yeah, that's right. That was very helpful. Now to go and help Nordland if we can. I think you could use a few more units. Guild. Let's see, so we got 4 crossbows. Get a few more halberdiers. And there goes all my money. Now that gives them a near full stack.
To the provinces. Horse. Champion of the faith. Protector of
Damn, you built up that defense there quick.
Yep.
Well, that's alright.
ready.
Right, okay. That would be very useful. Let me just find some more cash. You better not fail me again, douchebag. You've 920... Fucking hell, agent actions in this game. But what can I say? I need it. Okay, got the success I deserved.
What does the Emperor bid? Now? Sir? Onwards.
I can see a new army being trained down here.
Yeah, be ready soon.
That'd be not very good for your economy, but you know.
It's holding.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere.
Is it time? I see no other option.
Yeah, my mouse is giving me the shits again. I might, on your turn, switch the batteries out.
It is for the best.
Okay.
Move! The
Oh,
Empire
great, they will come back.
to strengthen the Empire.
What's that?
I can see your 3 that are now by Squighorn.
Well, you lose it. You
Rounds.
drop your defenses, you know. Plus that army down there is blocked, so he's not coming back. Level 8. Level 5. Okay, yeah, shouldn't have to worry about them too much. The real thing I'm thinking about here is whether or not I should actually take this settlement off you. I'm not sure. Like, if I was just to sack it, let me see here. It's a small garrison. The thing is, in doing that, I gain experience. And you know what's going to happen if I get one more level up with that guy?
I will
Yeah.
marshal the men.
Triple Griffin. Oh no.
Double Griffin.
2.
Double Griffin.
I will marshal the men. Attack! Into battle.
Make sure everyone gets experience. So yeah, I'm just going to try and spam experience and just, we'll see how we go. I should actually be in range of Karak as of next turn if I stay right here. I shouldn't have told you that.
Moving off.
Armor of Destiny. Very nice.
Raise Sigma. Who calls? Yes, my
I didn't level up. That's okay. It's okay. He's pretty close to it. I don't think Nash can defeat all 3 of those armies by himself. I don't think he can do it.
No, sadly.
Because I would fucking snipe him out of his wyvern. Quick as shit.
What does the Emperor bid? Yes, sound that.
Okay, I need another soldier here. I'm just wondering if I should even bother that with that guild. Ulf Groven is getting himself a new army. I want... God damn it, I want... what's this called? Nordland to go and help us defeat them, but nope, they're just sitting there twiddling their thumbs. What if I was to... What's Tilia up to? What about Estalia? Estalia, you ready to be friends again? We're pretty close.
Greetings.
Still says minus... We're at minus 41, but it's improving to 3.
Do not greet me as a friend, nor...
So, military actions against Greenskin, they love that. Okay, good. If I just keep that shit up, they'll eventually like me. Alright. And I guess at the Tower of Crack, I'll just sack it, just because I don't have anything else to do.
For Heldenhammer.
In all honesty, owning that settlement would just be not worth it. course, sacking is not really worth a hell of a lot either. But if they bring their forces up this way, the Varg, I'll smash them.
Yes, a sound plan. Let us move.
It doesn't matter if Joyshink revolts.
Yes.
Actually, revolts could be a good thing. I could use it to level up my characters. Tilia might just be able to take that. Okay, what about the dwarves? They've just been sitting around doing nothing. They need to be a bit more aggressive. Even though it says they're defensive. Well, I've told them to go after there, but they're not doing it. How about this, dwarves? How about you join me in my war against Greenskins? Medium chance of success. No, I'm just kidding.
expecting them to
low.
do it.
Of course.
Surprised they haven't, to be fair. Really clever on me.
Well, they'll probably do it after Archaon's defeated.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's too far away. Yeah, I really don't have much else to do. I don't know. I could. Am I gonna stay in this area enough to make money out of that? I only need to hold on to it for 5 turns. It's fine. Let's do that. No, that's not worth it. I'm not gonna hold the settlement. Right, and I'm also going to cancel this recruitment because I would really actually like to focus more on my economy than more military. My military is just too bloated. Okay, so now I've got 2 grand to spend. Looking for an economic building somewhere. Something's going to give me more cash per turn. There's one. That's an extra 125. It's better than nothing. Moving on. Oh, Kolek, I love you. You just fucked up so bad. They're so
Why,
screwed.
Kolek, why?
Like, this is a colossal fuck up. He went and besieged Talabheim, and I've got 3 armies waiting outside there.
Oh, Kolek. Why you do this?
But damn it, if they accepted an alliance with me, Estalia, they would recover their own troops during their time in my land.
Okay. Right.
Good, I had a nice big economy boost that turn. Four armies there. That's deadly. 4 good armies as well. Jeez. Biggins, Black Orcs and Biggins.
Like my biggins.
Apparently, Biggins are actually really good, cost-effective anti-infantry units, despite the fact that they're anti-large. They've just got the stats that they need to actually take on infantry in general.
Yeah.
Even armoured
they're
units.
much better from all the other ones, yeah.
Black Orcs are just too expensive, that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, unless I can get all the maximum buffs for them, then it's not even going to get them close to what they really need to be. Alright, you guys are down here. Okay. What else can we put in? To them, and then...
Estalia's on its
Oh, yeah.
way, but they're not going to be patient about this, are they? They're going to go straight for you.
Yeah.
And with 4 armies, you're just going to absolutely wreck them.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's more than hopefully. I would say it would be pretty much definitely you'd wreck them. That's a good choice.
No.
By the comet. Ready.
Gonna be enough though. Or am I going to create the same problem? Yeah, just have to go with that. That's fine. Is that there?
Tools of judgment ready.
I'm sure there'll be people being like, just fucking fight already. Just like, we're in a deadlock. It's like, we're trying to make smart decisions. So many comments are just like, it's not about whether or not to make the right decision, it's about what they want to be entertained. And I'm not here for their entertainment, I'm here for my entertainment. I could just imagine already all the people on your video saying, I hate Legend of Total War, he's so fucking asshole. It's alright.
Just like they've just young innocents that have never been exposed to your to you, probably. Just
Please, I'm nothing. Wait until the real world fucks him in the ass, then they'll be like, well, maybe Legend wasn't too bad. Good, Tilia took Kislev away from those guys. What's it called? I can't confederate with Tilia, but still, them holding out is better than scaling.
That will incur my wrath.
there. Right, where are you going?
What does
Where are you going? Oh, you can't do it because, yeah, okay. It's fine.
the nation calls?
Not ideal. Definitely not on that.
Oh, Sigvold is making his way to Essen. That's not really good because Waldenhof is on the way as well, and it's not quite defended yet. I'm gonna have to. Well, I'll be able to easily get rid of Kolek, but then I'm gonna have to really, really run to get to Waldenhof because they're probably going to destroy it.
Hey, if you need to take some more armies away from Blackfire Pass, like don't stay here just because of me, dude. You know.
No, they're staying there permanently. I have got enough to deal with Chaos up there. Considering what they've got up here, I've got enough. So yeah, I'm going to put the pressure on you as well. And once Chaos is gone, which is only a matter of time, those armies will be
Then
coming
it's all
south.
coming this way. Yeah. Right. That's. I think. Yep. My turn.
And I'd like to own Kislev. It's good territory to own, but yeah. You're trying to block my armies. Rebellion
Trying.
imminent in Ostermark. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, Kolek. Let's have a look at what we can do at this moron. Besieging the settlement right near all these armies. Okay, if you could just come stand here. If I put you on... no, I don't need you on camp mode. Let me just see if he... No. I just wanted to see if one army was enough. It wasn't.
It is time.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go. Because I wanted to split these guys up a little bit.
Into battle!
Oh yeah, that's more than enough. A couple of extra troops sorts it out.
Christ.
That's not even everything I've got.
No. Oh, chaos. I'm getting wrecked so hard. Oh, Colette. Why? Why you do this?
Yeah, fight that manually. No thanks. Only 676 casualties. That is nothing. And it's all nicely evenly spaced out. Yeah, they've fixed the auto-resolve. And I'm a fucking Mexican.
It is time. I will marshal.
I had someone ask if I was Asian, just because I've like got
Oh, yeah.
dark hair and dark eyes, and it's like, not fucking
Saw that
Asian.
comment.
Like I've said so many times, I'm Maltese, bitch. Not, that's not only... Everyone thinks I've got like blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm just like, no. That's not even like common in Australia. I mean, somewhat common. Depends on where you go. Like if you go in the cities, you most likely are going to see like people that look similar to me. Actually, you're going to see all kinds of people. If you go to the rural areas where they're all like fourth generation farmers, yeah, they're all blonde and hair and blue eyes. It's because they don't outside breed outside of their I don't know,
So,
their culture. I'm a mongrel dog.
all right.
So that guy's going north. I'm going to try and take Dieterschaffen away from Varg. But I need to get these two guys together.
I will.
Can you recruit in Middenheim by any chance? Yes, you can. Very good, but maybe we should just hold off. Oh, hang on. We haven't destroyed Kolek yet. Yeah, we should definitely do that. He deserves nothing less than death.
To battle.
I think this is this the third time I've killed Kolek?
Think so.
Should I think we should fight that one manually, to be honest.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, he's
Just,
got 10 hit
how
points.
much
He can
health?
put up
Oh.
a bit of a fight.
Yeah. I'm sure I can take at least like one of those stacks out.
Sigmar compels us.
You never know.
By the comet.
Alright, if we're going to go deal with Sigvold, then yeah, I'm going to need to recruit a few more troops into this army. Damn chaos corruption, though. Causing attrition. But
Onwards.
I got to get down there.
This will bolster the nation. What?
Can't be helped.
So be it.
Can't let him run amok in my territory, and I can't bring those other forces up here. Doesn't matter, it's going to revolt anyway, so I was going to lose it one way or another.
The Empire.
Okay, he levels up, that's good. What do we need for him? So he's got his Griffin, so he could use probably more melee attack. Hang on, +9, +9. What else have I? It doesn't really need armor, to be honest. You don't need it that much. Public order in Talabheim's good. Okay, let's go here. It's got a Pegasus, that's good. Sigmar's ward probably doesn't really need that. Scarred veteran's good. Bit of extra hit points for him.
Ready.
You need to recruit as... No, what they've got there should be sufficient to take out that. I gotta stop having... Full stacks all the time is not necessarily a good thing. Now, these armies out here, how much are they costing me? 2,500. Alright. We're gonna be in perpetual,
It is for the best. On march.
what's it called?
It is time.
Public order problems here anyway, so I might as well raid my own regions,
So,
cause rebellions, and then kill the rebellions for money. What do I need? I need 50% total, okay. So just get to there,
Onwards.
and then raid. And that gives me time to build this up as well. Okay, so yeah, public order definitely. And I definitely do want to keep this shit here, so spend the money there. Alright, now over here, Pillars of Grungy. Let me just see. Okay, there's no point me holding any of them back. What's my chance of that? 60, that's not too bad.
They will be judged.
If I was to do that here, it would give... modifies the income by minus 15%. That's okay. I'll do that.
My whispers. How should we proceed? To war.
Pillars of Grungy up here. Probably not doing you any good.
Who calls? Who calls?
But if I occupy it, it's probably not going to do me much good either. I don't know.
What does the Emperor bid?
But it will give him that level up that he needs.
War calls.
There was no garrison here anyway.
Nah.
Alright,
Completely
well.
wrecked.
So he's... he didn't level up. Piece of crap.
The Empire.
Alright.
Raise Sigma.
Hopefully I don't regret this.
For Heldenhammer. Ulrich's will.
Manually or auto?
Let's have a manual.
Alright. Out of curiosity, were you building tower defenses there?
I was, but I cancelled them. Saved money.
Right. Because I don't intend to hold the settlement, I intend to sack it. Then again, if I hold it... No, if you've got too many soldiers there, I'd never survive, and I'd just be sacrificing this guy to death. I think we've had like 3 manually resolved fights here.
Yeah, it seems to be the kind of
It's an important settlement.
main place we clash. Yeah.
And also, every time I fight you, and even if it's a pointless battle like this doesn't mean shit. It's going to improve my relations with Estalia, so I can get that trade agreement back, which will
Yeah.
really help my finances. God, I just hate the design of sieges in this game. It's just such a stupid idea. I was having a look at the reviews for Total War Warhammer. It's got mixed reviews, but it's not about like it being a bad game or anything. It's all about the bloody DLC policy. People just cannot stand the DLC policy at all. Truth be told, like, I don't think the DLC policy is that bad. Like,
No,
in my opinion.
I think we've got with Warhammer. They were only ever going to have, a select few factions to start with. I think it's a lot of time when like Wood Elves stuff, they say, "Oh, why wasn't this in at the start?" It's just, it costs too much.
Yeah.
That it was either this game would have cost, probably £100+ or $120+ or whatever, if you wanted all those factions in at launch, just because for what they're doing, the higher like pixel count or whatever, the detail, more animations, it all costs a lot more than it did for something like Medieval 2 or something like that. Plus, I think when people think about like Medieval 2 or Rome 2, when they had all the, you had a lot more factions, it's because they were all human factions. They had the same skeletons, the same models. For this, if you add in a different race, that's a new line of skeletons, new creatures you've got to create. Not necessarily saying like the pricing of it's perfect or anything like that. And obviously I'd love for the game to release with all these factions in at the start anyway. But from a practical standpoint, it's either the game would never get released or it would cost an insane amount. But in fact, it looks like we're getting more kind of factions and more DLC and more mini campaigns because the first rounds of DLC are selling so well.
Yeah. Well, what I don't understand is like the figures are the DLC is selling really well, but there's so many complaints about it.
I think when it comes down to it, the complaints must be quite a minority compared to the sales.
Yeah, well, I guess the people buying the DLC aren't the ones reviewing it.
But yeah, I think for what they've created here in terms of DLC, like Wood Elves and Beastmen, I actually don't mind that. I think with you can play them in terms of. I try and look at DLC for value for money, what I get out of it in playtime.
Well, it's free for us, so it's hard for us to go, yeah, it's worth it.
Well, I try and take a look at it for pricing standpoint to hours you get out of it. And if you get a mini campaign which lasts between 8 to 10 hours, if you take it at a reasonable pace, you've got a grand campaign which mine took me 20 episodes of doing them at 30 minutes to an hour for most of those. So there's at least sort of 12 to 15 hours of the grand campaign. There's 2 lords to start positions, so double that. You've got 30 hours of that, plus the mini campaign, plus if you want to play some multiplayer campaign, you've probably got 40 hours worth of content basically. From a £15 purchase. So for me, when I try and quantify whether it's worth it, sure, obviously, as you said, CA send us codes so we don't have to buy them. But if someone said, hey, you've got 40 hours out of this you can get 40 hours worth of gameplay out of this for 15 quid. Some AAA games don't have,
Yeah, some AAA games are 4 hours of gameplay, and then it's cool, well, the graphics are awesome. It's who cares about graphics so much?
Yeah.
But then again, this is all
single-player
well.
games that have maybe a 25 hour campaign to them, and that's it.
But yeah, that being said,
yeah.
this game isn't perfect.
No. I mean, this is probably, for me, one of the biggest bugbears what we're doing right now. Sieges are awful.
Yeah.
As I said, we played, 3 or so battles here, and they're all exactly the same.
Yeah.
There's no ability to put any kind of slight variation, really.
And there's a huge feeling of pointlessness to a lot of it. Like in Medieval... Oh, God, you fucking morons. The gate is open, and they decided that they're going to climb the wall instead. So, the pathfinding is not great.
Yeah. Which was apparently what the Siege design was for, to make it easier for the AI to pathfind.
Yeah, it's
wider streets.
They made it though. They made the game less fun to make it easier for them to program. That's not what they should be doing.
I can understand that if it actually worked, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not that it doesn't. It doesn't completely fail. The AI can go through the streets and they can take walls. That's cool.
Yeah.
But if they'd done that, it would have been better. I guess it's where they prioritise placing money for budget and development, and obviously getting sieges to this stage was all they basically wanted a budget for. Whereas looking at it, it's a very dull game mode after that. They need to add. I'm hoping, because realistically, I doubt they're going to radically overhaul their sieges over the next 2 titles for the series, because scaling that back for the first game as well to make it all work, and probably logistically a nightmare to try and do.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen.
I imagine it will be. I'm just hoping the historical team didn't look at this and go, yeah, this is how Siege should be. But hopefully it's completely different to historical. But what I hope they can do is, if they take this as a base level for Warhammer 2 and 3, and they go, okay, well, it needs more to it. Even if they just add more layers going backwards, even if it's still a single layer, they just add a couple more wall layers backwards. Just so you've got to go through more stuff to get to that final capture point, like in Medieval 2, where if you went for the upgraded castle, you had to go through that first wall, and then you had to get into the inner keep, which had its own wall. So normally you were like, oh, crap, I've forgotten my bram, I've got to go back and get it from the gate, and then attack that way or something.
Yeah, and if you lost all your siege equipment, that's it, game over. The battle's lost if you haven't breached the settlement by then.
Yeah. I think I place higher importance on defending your siege equipment, and obviously as a defender, if you could somehow sally out with some cavalry and just wreck their equipment, then you'd have pushed them back. It still didn't stop them having the advantage, because they'd still be there attritioning you down by sieging you out, but it at least prevented that first attack.
I do still think it was a weird decision to have Bretonia included and wait until now to kind of.
Yeah, well, at least it is
the
free.
Treatment. But yeah, at least it's free. Certainly can't complain about that. But it just seems a bit weird that they include them from the start as a multiplayer kind of custom battle only faction, and they had this roadmap to kind of wait until much later to actually add them in as a faction. But hopefully they're getting a few more troops in the roster, although talking to some friends at Play Bretonia, they're saying that most of the key Bretonian troops are already in there, so they're not sure what else they'd really add in.
Well, they've got
a few variants on the knights, isn't it?
They've got to add some better cavalry. Some cavalry with just a little bit more specialty. Like, Bretonia's supposed to have the best cavalry in the world, and it doesn't. Like, they need something that's either got anti-large or so it can actually beat other knights, or it needs armor piercing. But they don't have any. They've got the Grail Knights, which are so selectively useful.
I imagine probably get something along the lines of like a specific like Holy Order or Knights of the Lady or something like that. Something along those lines. I don't know if
they'll probably make them way overpriced.
Out of my head. Yeah, I imagine you'll get like. When you've got infantry, you normally have, you have sword infantry to counter, spears, and you have spears to counter cavalry. I imagine they'll kind of do that variation, but with cavalry units. So you'll have your anti-infantry cavalry, and you'll have your anti-large cavalry.
Well, they've already got the anti-infantry stuff.
Yeah.
They need anti-large. That's, in my opinion, and this is, if you remember the Total War Attila tournament that I won. Like, I dominated in that because I had the best anti-large or anti-cavalry cav, the Vandal Knights or whatever, the Vandal Raid, whatever the fuck they were called. They just ranked everything. They were just very cost effective. Well, that was a fun battle, I guess.
Yeah.
Managed to keep my casualties fairly evenly distributed. I took my first mortar a little bit too late out of there, I think, so he'll take a bit of damage. I watched Angry Joe's top 10 and bottom 10 list of 2016, and Warhammer wasn't on it. Another one.
I thought it was in his top 3. He came third or something. I saw a tweet about it. Apparently,
was it? I didn't see it.
Apparently,
no,
I don't know if it was in his video, but Total War, like they tweeted back to him saying thanks for having us in as number 3 or something like that.
Maybe I didn't finish watching the video. I'm pretty sure he didn't. I mean,
He hasn't got around to doing a video on it, especially after his Rome 2 video.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what he thinks of this game as a fantasy entry into the series. Well, yeah, that was the epic defense of.
Was that the third or fourth
Iraq?
epic defense?
I think maybe might be the fourth. There's 131 losses way.
Yeah, but some of them are important losses. I mean, I lost a fair bit of my mortars. You do like to target them, but I don't think they're going to come in combat again, in contact again, until that's done. Until they're healed.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to go chasing after me, and I can just fall back. If you do, but you can't afford to do that because I've got units on the other side. I've got you pincered.
Yeah, you've got to go one way. It means giving up territory on some side at least.
On mark. It is for the best.
Yeah, and we're not staying here.
Let us move.
Could I just make it back into home territory enough to recover casualties? He's one level up away from the good stuff, from the Griffin.
Is it time?
Yeah, no chance in hell of you catching me there.
I trust no man.
It's not going to happen. I could attack Eckendorf as well, and just sack it right before these guys do it. What have you got in there? I'd have to make sure I get the fuck out of there. Yeah, probably not going to be able to get out of there if I do that. I mean, Grimgor could just about reach us just where he is.
Following Sigmar's path. It is for the best.
Make a little bit of money from
Praise
raiding.
be to Sigmar. I serve the Helden Hammer. I go where I am needed. Very well. What? Champion of the faith.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
So, to the provinces.
Alright, I can still... Oh, yeah, that's right, I want to do that. Hopefully I've got some money to do that. Oh, god damn it, he's in force march. Oh, well. The alternative is hiring a new general. I'm not going to do that. It's fine.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
I might have actually blocked Estalia from getting back across.
That'd be good.
Good for you. Or it could be good for them because they're doomed if they get across.
Yeah.
This here is... it's ruined. Right, if I don't do that, I can get that to level 2. Just means no garrison. That's not the end of the world.
I command here. Step to it. Praise Sigmar.
Well, I've only got a minute left. What else am I doing? So I'm raiding in both of my regions over here to try and spark a rebellion so that I can make some money out of that.
Now, what does
Well,
the Emperor
while waiting for the settlement to grow. War targets. Let's have a look. So Tilia doesn't have a war target. Can I get you to go to war with the Greenskins?
I am ready to parley. I hope your words are wise.
No, they won't do it. Probably because you're too strong. Knorn. Let's have a look here.
and what can the
Is the timer paused by any chance? Because it's not showing for me.
No, it's going down. You've got 30 seconds.
Fantastic. Oops. Got 20 seconds left. Alright, looking for Estalia.
Greetings.
Non-aggression pact. They might accept this.
But our role.
They did. Okay, good. That's the first step on the road to trade, which will mean more money. 461 is better than nothing. Improving. Good. Just need to buy more time. Okay, I can't see anything else to do. Moving on to your turn. Yeah, I think we'll fight this one manually. Just kidding.
Careful, Sigval. Don't follow in Kolek's footsteps.
Yeah, well, he's okay. He's going after undefended settlements.
Hmm.
I could end up losing bloody Sylvania if I don't get over there quickly. However, if I destroy him, that might end the Chaos Invasion.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's Salia in Blackfire Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have to have a think about what I'm doing for next time now.
Bit of a short episode this time, but I guess I better end it here.
Yeah, cheers for watching, guys. We'll catch you again soon.
See you next time, fuckers.
Ciao for now.